And now we want to go to TOSIN FAKILE, talking about a day before Metro Council members vote on a bill to regulate party buses here in Nashville. Tonight, Honkeytonk owner Steve Smith shows his support. News 4's TOSIN FAKILE live on Broadway for us. You just spoke to Steve and others who are for and against this bill. So what are they all saying out there, TOSIN?
Can I be on the news?
Well, Tracy, yeah, Steve Smith spoke today. He's one of the owners of several honky-tonks here, and he says he doesn't like how the city is treating transportainment vehicles, but he says they should be regulated. Now, those with Safe Fund Nashville say regulation is needed as well for transportainment vehicles. The difference, however, is how both parties say that regulation should happen.
It's safer to be on that bus riding around than it is walking up down these streets.
The owner of several honky-tonks on Broadway showing support for the transportainment vehicles on the eve of Metro Council voting on how party buses will be regulated.
And on one hand, you can't say you want to keep the tourists and the residents of Nashville safe, but don't back this bill.
Safety is one of the reasons behind the transportainment bill that will be on third reading on Tuesday, a bill those with Safe Fund Nashville would like to see passed.
And this has gone on too long. Somebody has already been hurt. My question is, what are we waiting on? Somebody to actually die?
The bill includes regulations like not allowing alcohol beverages on party vehicles and not allowing people to drink them on an unenclosed vehicle. Smith believes part of the alcohol solution is letting bars on Broadway sell alcohol to customers on party buses.
I think letting them bring their own alcohol is a bad deal because nobody's monitoring that. But if they walk into my sandwich to get a cocktail and they have to wait too much to drink, then we're not going to serve them.
As for regulation, both Steve Smith and organizers with Safe Fund Nashville say it's needed, but how that regulation looks.
So the first bill where you're going to have to actually have a license to operate. I mean, that's business. That's entrepreneurship. You have to go through proper licensures.
Put a $10,000 a year wheel tax on them, city tax, and let them run up and down Broadway.
Steve Smith also went on to tell me that licensing these party vehicles on Broadway is something that he and those with businesses on Broadway would be okay with. Now, Tracy, that transportainment bill is on third reading tomorrow. That's the final reading. Freddie O'Connell, who sponsored the bill, says on Tuesday when the bill will be read, there are a few amendments to the bill having to deal with operating details. Stay with News 4. We'll bring you the latest on the bill that we'll be talking about transportainment vehicles. Back to you, Tracy.
TOSIN, thanks so much. And in other news,